It's time for the On Your Now show. Lady-O, let's go.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I've heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. I'm going to say that too, also known as Lady-O.
That's right, Lady-O. It is a beautiful day for us to come together. You know, I'm sipping on my black coffee, no sugar, no cream. What you sipping on, Lady-O?
I am sipping on black roast, black coffee as well. You're rubbing off on me.
Hey, I'm glad that she's sipping black coffee, and I like that it's the dark roast. But I got to ask you a question. Have you ever had like coffee flavored ice cream?
I haven't had coffee flavored ice cream, but I know you would love that.
Yes.
But I have had Creamalicious, honey, and it is Creamalicious.
It is. You know, speaking of Creamalicious, y'all, let me break it down. You got Aunt Pooney's caramel pound cake. You got Slap Your Mama banana pudding. You got Right as Rain red velvet cheesecake. And you know what? Thick as Thieves pecan pie, which is one of my husband's favorites. And then that peach cobbler. It is so good. Wait a minute. And don't forget, Grandma Gigi's sweet potato pie. And what?
Uncle Charles's brown sugar bourbon cake. And I said sugar and not sugar.
That's
brown
right.
sugar bourbon cake. Tracy, Chef Liz is one of the only African-American owned national ice cream brands in mass production. You go ahead on, Chef Liz.
That's
she
right.
crafts her blissfully southern artisan desserts by celebrating her roots and her community.
You know, that's what it feels like when you can bring together your roots and your community.
Yes.
And it's something sweet. You know, I can't wait to scoop it up with her. But wait, y'all, we got to get ready for our Own Your Now cup of therapy. And it's sponsored by SSM Health.
Hello, St. Louis. It's Cedric the Entertainer here, back in my beloved hometown with my sister Sharita. We are so excited to continue our support of SSM Health Foundation St. Louis.
We must continue our efforts to raise funds so that we can ensure that all the amazing, generous, and loving women in our lives have access to the health care that they deserve.
Visit give2ssmhealth.org/women's health to learn more.
Welcome to the Black Women's Expo.
Chicago's very own Black Women's Expo is starting the Legacy Tour. First stop, Detroit. Just in time for Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend. Big entertainment, beauty, hair, fashion, and a chance to see some of your favorite celebrities. Saturday, June 18th and the 19th at Huntington Place, formerly Cobo Hall. The Legacy continues at the Black Women's Expo. Tickets are on sale now. For more information, visit BeWeNext.com.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Rogers, Executive Chef and owner and founder of Creamalicious Ice Creams. Keep watching the Own Your Now show at the TV network.
So now it is time for our Own Your Now cup of therapy. It's time to check on our strong friends. Lady-O, who we checking on?
How you know I am checking on all the chefs. You know, people are getting back out, going to restaurants. And, you know, during the pandemic, a lot of people started thinking of new recipes and new ideas. So I'm checking on all the chefs, making sure y'all are doing all right.
Well, you know what? We have a lot of good chef friends, don't
Yes.
we? First off, I want to talk about like the food truck. We love our Pure Catering STL. They got the food truck. It's out now, the barbecue, and also the when we go to the Missouri Historical Society. So shout out to Timothy, to the whole crew that's there. They make sure that they take care of us.
They absolutely do.
Ashley, Savion, everybody.
Boom.
What about your chef?
Well, you know what? I have tons of chef friends, but I want to shout out Chef JR. He is my nephew. He just came out with a new seasoning. And I think he created that during the pandemic.
Yes, he did. Look, and it's offered at Snooks. You know what? He's our nephew.
He's our nephew. You're right.
He is. Well, you know, speaking about chefs and everything, my affirmation word for today, y'all, is comfort. When you think about comfort, I'm also thinking about comfort foods. Do you have a favorite comfort food?
Well, let me say this. My mama's, anything Southern. It could be the greens and cornbread.
All right, all right.
It could be some good fried chicken.
All right,
and
all right.
she could whip some mashed potatoes from scratch.
Okay, okay. So when I think about comfort foods, I think I want to go with my mother-in-law's macaroni and cheese.
Ooh.
Everybody can't make good macaroni and cheese, right?
Right.
So I think that's important. And of course, I always like dressing, and I mean, I can eat like Thanksgiving dinner every day, right? every day. But we got to also talk about ice cream, you know, because that is definitely a comfort food. But I'm talking about all these foods. My affirmation word today, y'all, is comfort. It's important that we take care of ourselves and we fill our cups up. So let's get ready for our Own Your Now stretch of the day. The song is by Lady Bree and it's called Changes. If everybody could center yourselves, get comfortable. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, deep breath in, and breathe out. And we're gonna stretch our arms out. As we checking on our strong friends, you gotta remember
check
to
on you,
call
sis.
your friends.
Yes. If, you know, everyone texts, but there's something about hearing someone's
Pick
voice.
up the phone.
Call today.
Cross over, bring your arms in, close to your heart. Center yourself. Oh, yes. Deep breath in. Think of your affirmation word. Breathe out. And then what do?
Hug yourself.
That's right. Hug yourselves. That's right, y'all. Now release. How do you feel?
Comfortable.
You should. You should. That's what it's all about. Well, you know, I feel that now that we feel comfortable, we can think about our comfort Creamalicious ice cream. Everybody grab your cups and get ready because when we return, we'll be ready for the Executive Chef Liz.
This is sirloin. Tastes like filet mignon.
Best beef in town.
Who taught you how to grill it like this?
I got a guy.
I got a guy too. We've all got a guy.
Well, my guy is kind of...
Yeah, and he's got that... Wow. Same guy.
Same guy?
Top quality meat
I love that guy.
and great advice.
Who's next?
Another reason we'll see you at Schnucks.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today. Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
As promised, we have the founder, Chef Liz. She prides herself on being truly innovative with her whimsical 2-in-1 desserts that pair fresh baked pastries with homemade ice cream made with only the freshest ingredients. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hi, how is everybody?
Oh, we are fabulous. We are fabulous. Good morning. Now, you have everything going on. We talk about desserts, but what gets you started in the morning? What's in your cup, Chef Liz?
Just a bunch of dreams, you know, just living life deliciously, you know, so, you know, you only get, you know, one life, you know, so, you know, I'm just motivated by and just inspired by so many things and just people and just being an artist, really.
An artist. I love that.
You know, you inspire us. Creamalicious ice cream. There's a dream in every scoop. Talk to us about that.
You know, being one of the first and only African-American ice cream manufacturers in the world today, I really, really wanted to make sure that I provided other opportunities for other ice cream manufacturers or just people that wanted to be on the shelf in the stores. It's very hard for small businesses like myself to come in and just really make a way for other entrepreneurs that want to, really get on the shelf and hone in on their dreams and their talents and just really walk in their greatness. So, just being a trailblazer has been extremely, it's not been the easiest thing, but it's definitely something that needs to happen.
Well, you said you are a trailblazer, and I love that. Now, it is definitely an experience, a 2-in-1 desserts. Elaborate on how they met.
Well, my mom was more a savory kind of cook, and my grandmother was sweet. My grandmother and my Aunt Liz was sweet. So they made all the desserts, and so I call it kind of a sweet and savory. So just going back to Creamalicious actually started with the dessert line that I had, and I served in one of my restaurants here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So we were always really known for some really good Southern desserts.
Yeah.
And ice cream is the world's #1 dessert. It's the #1 dessert in the whole world. So I really wanted to make sure that we can just pair them together, just bring them together in more of a marriage. So I'm an a la mode kind of girl. So I'm an a la mode kind of girl. So when I eat peach cobbler, I always make sure that I have a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the peach cobbler. So, I didn't want my consumers to choose. I wanted them to be able to have the best of both worlds.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
And we met at a Snooks store.
Yes,
that was
we
such a
did.
treat. We came together because Snooks was having you at the store. Snooks had you at the store, and then Ozzy came in to taste the ice cream. But I told him, you have to bring us along.
That's
so
right.
we tagged along, and we met you, and we're so glad. You are such an inspiration.
Yes, you are. The
Thank
thing
you.
about it is when we connected, you understood that we understood your assignment.
Yes.
Like that you were a true visionary. Talk to us about the Elizabeth A. Rogers Visionary Foundation. What does that mean to you?
It means my whole life. I realized coming in to my dream, and walking in my own personal greatness, that it's really more about the journey than the destination. I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going to end up. But on the way, you find that you don't know how long that journey is going to be for you. People look at you and they look at that level of success and they think that, you're a success overnight. They don't understand all the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears, and that it's been 10 years in the making. They just see you on the shelf and they're thinking like, oh, you ended up on the shelf. They don't understand the product development and the research and just finding the right team. So my foundation is really to help other entrepreneurs realize their dream, because entrepreneurs, they're afraid to fail.
Yes.
And being an entrepreneur, you can't be afraid. You have to go for your dreams. It doesn't matter, how many times you fail, no matter how many mistakes that you make, you got to keep going for it. Our country was founded off of small businesses and the visionary. We are what makes the world. I mean, you look at Ford Motor Company, you look at all these big businesses that are providing millions of jobs and opportunities. And it's because someone like us as visionaries, we had a dream, and we have to realize what our dream is and what our purpose is. I've never opened up a business for myself. I've always opened up my businesses in mind to help other people, just because I found that brought me the most joy, is giving back. And it's not about money for me. It's about making a difference. It's about, making a change. I never set out to change the world. It's like, if I can touch one person and my reach is about this far, then that person can touch, and then it's across the board. And not understanding, fear paralyzes us. It will keep you from it, but you have to understand, like, you only have this one life. There's so many things that's going on in the world right now that you just have to understand that tomorrow's not promised. So you have to choose to live and not just exist.
Yes, you change the narrative. Tomorrow's not promised, and we always talk about that. You have a lot going on. How are you owning your now? And I'm Lady Yo. Do you have any exclusives for us?
Come on, executive chef.
Oh my goodness. You know, I'm an artist. You know, I create. I create concepts that don't exist. Like with Creamalicious, it's more than a dessert; it's an experience.
Yeah,
So,
that is.
you know, the history behind the pint. Creamalicious is a very authentic brand. It's about real times. It's about real people. It's about family. It's about love. It's about better times when life was just simpler. It's about, you know, I'm like Disney. It's the storytellers. You know, Disney's so successful because, you know, families are able to go there. It's just magical. When we talk about the Porch Light Peach Cobbler, it's amazing that you said that because, you know, my mom, you know, she passed away in December, and I named that Porch Light Peach Cobbler because she always made these 10-pound peach cobblers on the holiday.
Not 10 pounds, not 10 pounds.
Yeah. It was like 10 pounds. And, you know, she would have all these sweet potato pies on
peach
you know.
cobbler.
I remember just waking up in the morning and the house just being filled with all of these amazing aromas, and it just takes me back to my childhood. But the porch light is what I remember being on as a kid. I knew it was time to come in the house. It was getting late.
That's it. When the porch light comes on, you better get home. You better be home. And you know, that's one of my favorites, that the peach cobbler. You know, you are nationally known all over the world. You've been interviewed by Today, BET, like Black Enterprise, but you are also in the Schnucks store here in St. Louis. Talk to us about your relationship.
I love Schnucks because Scott over at Schnucks and Jill, they're for the underdog, right? So, you know, we don't have as many resources and opportunities that bigger companies have. And I never really worry about that, just because if I don't have the opportunities, I'm not going to sit around and cry about it. Guess what? I'm going to go make my own opportunities.
Yes, that's right. Make your own opportunities.
I called Scott and I said, listen, are you interested in having something innovative in your dessert category? You know, so I wanted to create my own dessert category. I don't compare myself with any other brands that's on the shelf. I'm just here to make the category a little bit sexier and a little bit more fun and a little bit more interesting. I feel like we make ice cream sexy. So it's kind of like one of these things
It's decadent, girl. It's decadent.
It's very decadent. It's very indulgent. You know, there's 3 scoops in there. So, you know, there's a lot of calories in that pint, but it's super premium. It's made with very high quality ingredients. We don't use any high fructose corn syrup. We don't use any artificial flavoring or anything like that. It's very quality, but it's chef inspired. And as an executive chef, you know, one of the things that I wanted to do when I launched my ice cream is I wanted to work with some of the top food scientists in the country to create my own formulas and recipes so that they are proprietary to Creamalicious, so that if I needed to go somewhere and do something, then I could. And one of the things that is very important is that you need to own your own IPs when you're doing your business. Private label.
Yes.
Private label.
It's like you could do a whole master class.
Yeah. Well, you know, private labeling is really huge, right? So, you know, when people want ice cream pints and they want something different, they call people like me, and then you're slapping your label on someone else's IP. The problem with that is if that manufacturer or that company decides that they don't want to work with you anymore, that goes for cosmetics, that goes for anything.
Important.
You know, your business is completely shut down. So you really need to take that time and you really need to hone in on your craft and understand that for product development wise, you have to make sure that you are investing in yourself and in your brand in that way, from your packaging to trademarking to your IPs to your formulas. So that way, if you feel that you don't want to work with that particular manufacturer that may give you some astronomical price,
then you'll know.
You know,
I love the fact that you're laying down the groundwork for someone that's new to this, and if they've never done it before, they could really take a lot of lessons from you. That's why I said you truly do have a plan that other people need to know about. I think that should be a part of a book. You have the recipe for success. Speaking of the recipe for success, we would like to know, what is your affirmation word for today?
My affirmation word for today is just vision. You know, stay true to your vision and your dream. You know, surround yourself with like-minded people that are like-minded. When that bus pulls off, you're going to have a lot of people on the bus, and everybody's going to want to be on the bus or the train, whatever you want to call it. They're going to want to be on that bus or train with you as long as it's going, as long as they know that, hey, we're going to stop here and we can eat, we can drink, we can benefit.
You're
right.
When that bus slows down,
truth.
right? And when it slows down and you start passing all the farmland and there's nothing and people get restless and they're tired and that bus slows down, you're going to have a lot of people jumping off. You need people there with you, ride or die. And the one thing that I would say, if they took a back row seat to your failures, do not give them a front row seat to your success.
All right. I love it. Well, earlier you said something about calories. Girl, ain't nobody counting no calories when we're eating that delicious ice cream.
I feel like this. I tell people all the time, we get a lot of, we're going to have a non-dairy and vegan ice cream come out. We have creamers. We have some really amazing desserts coming out. But I would say
delicious,
this.
Decadent.
One scoop it will keep you, under 200 calories. So go on ahead. Just eat one scoop at a time.
One scoop at a time. One scoop at a time.
How do people stay in touch with you?
You can reach me at Chef Liz on any of the social medias and So Creamalicious. We're at cremalicious.com. You can, I'm everywhere. I'm anywhere.
Yes, you are.
Anybody out there has any dreams or anything that they're trying to do, I'd love to be a part of it. I want you to understand that I may not know people, right, that's in the audience or that's in the world, but I just want you to understand that somebody does believe. Just understand that, when you get to that point where you want to give up on your dreams, just know that somebody like me out here believe
that part.
So you're not alone, because I know what it's like to get doors slammed in your face or have failed businesses and give up. I know what it's like to be around people that tell you that you can't do it and that you should kill your dreams and give up. But guess what? Don't ever give up.
You can do it.
As we say around here, you can do it. And let me say this,
Right.
They normally say it's proof in the pudding. Honey, it's proof in the ice cream.
Yes, it's all about Creamalicious. We want to thank Executive Chef Liz Rogers for owning her now. Thank you so much, sister. We can't wait to see you. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
At Keys Realty Group, we're focused on helping you in the home buying and selling process, standing with you every step of the way so you can own a new home or sell your existing home successfully. Budgeting, credit building, and down payment. Everything you need to know about the home buying and selling process. We're not just selling you a home in the community, we are helping build communities. By keeping focused on you and your needs, we can put you in a home for a lifetime. Keys Realty Group, selling communities one key at a time.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
So now it is time for the Own Your Now flow. We want to thank Executive Chef Liz Rogers for owning her now with us. When I tell you, Lady-O, I'm ready. I'm ready for some pound cake. I'm ready for some Aunt Poonie's pound cake.
Oh, Aunt Poonie, but baby, I want to be with that Uncle Charles with that brown sugar. Okay?
Brown sugar,
you know,
baby.
They used to call me
Little bourbon.
They used to call me brown sugar back in high school.
Okay, now brown sugar.
Yes,
all right.
yes.
Well, look, maybe they called me a little peach cobbler. I'm not from Atlanta, y'all, from the STL, but I want to make sure that everybody knows this sister truly cares about her vision and
helping others.
Yes.
I mean, that is the one thing she wanted to make sure that came across is you're not alone on this journey. As we know, entrepreneurs feel that way a lot of times.
Yes, they do. They do. I can't wait to see what else she creates. I love her mind. I
Yes.
do. What is your affirmation word for today?
Well, you know, sometimes they say you get the itis when you eat a lot. Mine is rest.
Rest. Rest. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. It's time. Don't you feel like
it is definitely time to get some rest? And a lot of times when people hear rest, they say, well, don't be lazy. Rest is rejuvenation. It gets you ignited to go to the next step. So when I'm resting, don't bother me.
Don't bother you. I won't bother you, but I will bring over some ice cream.
Yes, Creamalicious.
Yes, some Creamalicious, please. Creamalicious, please. You know, I can't wait to find out what's next for her. I really cannot wait because it is truly about comfort, y'all. I want you all to understand part of the Your Now flow is making you realize that when we think about comfort, it's not just about what you put out, it's about what you put inside. That good food and those good decadent desserts. It's a whole experience. So think about the vision that you have for yourself and make sure that you understand that when we see those visions, that we can also take some time to relax and get some rest, and then we can move forward. That's what it's all about. Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised,
so own your now.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled.